Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, July 29th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. I hope you all had a tremendous weekend. Mine was so-so. I went for a bike ride on a very empty stomach in a hotter-than-I-thought weather and ended up with a bout of heat exhaustion in D.C. and Alexandria. But after cooling it off in a pub in Alexandria and getting something to eat, it's all good. Anyhow, we do have some news to catch up on from the weekend, so let's get into it, shall we? The big news is that a 121-foot yacht named Lovebug sank near the mouth of the West River in Edgewater on Saturday with 5 people on board, none of whom were injured. Authorities responded at around 12:30 p.m. and found the vessel capsized, though the cause does remain unclear. Trevor Hardman, who's a retired firefighter from Prince George's County and also owner of the tourboat Annapolis Company, we did a podcast with them a little bit ago, was one of the very first on the scene. Hardman reported that they noticed the boat was listing to one side and called the Coast Guard. Towboat U.S. responded and rescued 2 people from the water. The yacht's dinghy got another 2 people from the water, and Hardman went and got the captain from the yacht itself. He sent us some pretty dramatic photos as well. The yacht frequently does dock at the Annapolis Yacht Club and is available for charter at $125,000 per week. It is registered to a Rockville-based company called Jabulabi Charter Florida, and it does call Fort Lauderdale its home port. We've not heard about any salvage operations, a cause, or a damage estimate, but we hope to shortly. And if you've not seen them, you do want to check out Trevor's photos at eyeonannapolis.net. On July 18th, the U.S. District Court for the District of Maryland issued a default judgment totaling $26.3 million against Annapolis resident Patrick Britton-Haar and his laboratory companies for violations of the False Claims Act. Britton-Haar, through Provista Health, LLC, profited from the COVID-19 pandemic by billing Medicare for unnecessary tests. The court did seek to attach Britton-Haar's financial assets after he sold his Annapolis house for $575,000 against court orders. The government claims that he used the ill-gotten gains to finance a failed fractional jet company called Aerovanti, which was based right here in Annapolis and in Tampa. We did do a podcast with him as well. The judgment was a default judgment, which means that he did not mount any type of a defense, nor did he show up for the trial. County Executive Stuart Pittman announced the hiring of Claudia Roll as the county's newest Animal Care and Control Administrator, and she starts today. Roll has extensive experience from her previous role as Chief of Staff for the Humane Rescue Alliance in Washington, D.C., and she expressed her excitement about bringing her experience to serve the citizens and animals of Anne Arundel County. Roll has also worked in various roles related to animal welfare in Albuquerque. She holds certifications in training and animal cruelty investigations and resides right here in Severna Park. Hopefully she can get that department straightened out. Currently, it seems to be quite the mess. Dunkin, the donut people, and their DMB franchisees awarded $125,000 in scholarships to 50 high school and college students from Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Northern Virginia. They partnered with Scholarship America, and each student receives $2,500 for the fall 2024 term based on their academic achievements, leadership skills, and community involvement. Among the winners are students from Annapolis, Odenton, Pasadena, and Millersville. A recognition ceremony was held at Nationals Park on the 25th, and congratulations to everybody that snagged one of those scholarships. Hopefully you caught our Canines and Crosstreks on Friday with Zodiac, a neat little Frenchie. And if you missed it, go back and give it a listen. And then you want to give the SPCA a call so you can give Zodiac his forever home. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we spoke with Bahram Tavakoli, who is the young founder and CEO of a tech startup called Wager Pager. And he's also a graduate of St. Anne's Day School, which is now called St. Anne's School of Annapolis, right here in town. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you first and foremost, and also a quick thank you to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. Ann Covington is back with her Monday Money Report, as I promised. And George Young from DCMDVA Weather is also here with the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about. All that's coming up for you in just a bit, so hang around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, July 29th. Not a bad weekend for the Annapolis region after a really nice day last Friday, but the warming trend is on. We are back into full-on summertime mode with mostly 90s ahead for the next couple of weeks, with a return of near daily chances for showers and storms this week. Look for mostly sunny skies today, with a small but valid chance for a few PM showers and storms, with PM highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s, with a higher chance for rain tomorrow, with temperatures in the mid-80s to lower 90s in spots. From there, the expectation is for highs to be in the low to mid-90s Wednesday through Sunday, with a threat of showers and storms each day as we get into the month of August, starting on Thursday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X each day for updates, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The markets were down last week, with the S&P 500 having its worst three-day drop since October. In case you're wondering if you need to sell everything and hide, the index is still up over 15% year-to-date. Short-term fluctuations are just that, short-term, and the market is all about the long-term. This week, the June jobs report will be released and earnings reports will continue. Questions also continue about credit cards. How do you decide on a credit card? Like many financial questions, it depends. You should always aim to pay off your credit cards in full each month. If you are looking at a large purchase you will need to finance over time, a zero-rate introductory period can be helpful. Be sure to make your minimum payment each month and plan to pay it off in full before the introductory rate ends. And if you need to carry a balance, look for a card with a low interest rate and zero annual fee. If you'll be paying off the card in full, then you can look at rewards and cash back. Consider your lifestyle. Are there perks to having a card for a certain company beyond the cash back or rewards? An example would be an airline card that provides lounge access or free checked bags, or a theme park card that gives you special access. Most credit card rewards are valued at 1%. That is, you would receive cash back, store gift certificates, airline miles, or hotel points that are worth 1% of your spending. Cards that allow you to transfer points to hotels or airlines for travel may have rewards valued as high as 3%. And some cashback rewards may have bonus categories that give up to 5% cash back. This all goes back to lifestyle. If you have the time and interest to track credit card offers and points and rewards, then by all means, keep up to 4 different cards and use them to earn the highest rewards possible. You may want one to maximize travel rewards, one to provide the best cash back on groceries, and one at your regular gas station to receive discounts there. If you just want an all-around good card, consider if you would like to travel with the rewards. If so, a good travel card that allows points to be transferred would be best. This may be a card like the Chase Sapphire or American Express that both earns rewards, provides airport lounge access, and gets you hotel and rental car elite status, or an airline or hotel-specific card. If you're not into travel, a card that pays the highest cash back is your best option. 2 great sites to compare cards are Bankrate.com and thepointsguy.com. Regardless of the card you choose, be careful not to overspend for the rewards. An easy example is paying with your card when there is a transaction fee. If you're paying an extra 3% to earn 1% in rewards, you're really losing 2%. And store cards can incentivize you to overspend to qualify for gifts with purchase, future discounts, and other perks you may not need. Your action item is to change the air filter in your HVAC system. With the heat we've had, you want your system operating as efficiently as possible. Be sure to check out our website at CovingtonAlsina.com or our Facebook page for more information and to register for our upcoming educational events. Covington Alsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented for educational purposes only. It is not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments involve risk unless otherwise stated or not guaranteed. Be sure to consult with a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategy discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with Covington Alsina.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.